Epsom tonight erupted in more angry protesting, um, following a letter that was given to the police or read out to the police. And, you know, we wanted answers from them. There was like a police chief there or something. I don't know who she was, but she was there. She was willing to answer questions. To be fair, everyone was shouting at her, and, you know, it should have been one question at a time and let her answer. I understand everyone's angry, but, you know, how can she answer a question if she's being thrown like 10 questions at one time? Anyway, I'm not sticking up for her. She basically said, we asked her, has there been a rape or has there not been a rape? And then she just kept saying, I've already answered that. I've already answered that. And it's like, no, you haven't. And if you have, just say it again. You don't have to just say things one time and then you can't say it ever again. Just say it again. What's the big deal? So she ended up storming off. I mean, she was pretending that she didn't know how to talk into a megaphone at first. Like, nobody could hear her. And then in the end, she stormed off after about, I don't know, a minute. So we got no questions answered there. We then went to a hotel that's apparently housing illegal immigrants. There's rumours going round that the immigrants that did it are from there. Obviously, I don't know that. It's not fact. But there have been a lot of rumours about it. Funny thing is, when we went there and when the police knew we were going there, hordes of them showed up. So what are they protecting? And I'm talking 7, 8 police vans, couple cars. As I was walking away from the protest, more police vans were coming. I'm not really sure why they need that much police. And it was just a massive overkill like it was last time. There was no need for it. If the police chief or whoever she was just answered the questions, you know, there was no need for all that happened after. So it was pretty disappointing. It was pretty disappointing that the police turned up and did the same thing that they did last time in riot gear. They were a lot more angry this time. They were pushing people, shoving people back just for being on the pavement. You know, I saw them push a woman out the way. You know, full-grown men like pushing with all their force. And it's disappointing to see that they're protecting illegal immigrants over their own people. It's embarrassing, to be honest. Our police force is an embarrassment now. Anybody who sticks up for them, I don't understand that. They're not in it for the people. They're not in it for us. They couldn't give a shit about us. And they know full well turning up like that is just going to make people worse. It's just going to make more people angry. I saw 3 people get arrested. I have no idea what for. Things were being lobbed at the police. I don't necessarily agree with that. I know people are angry. I know also there are a lot of teenagers there again. So, you know, it just ended up being ridiculous again. So I left because, you know, nothing's going to get resolved. Nothing's going to get resolved like that. It's just a load of police throwing their weight around like they love to do. But it would be nice if police actually showed up to actual crimes and not just people protesting. And they can't say that they don't have the resources, because look at what happened today. Like, they were just spawning out of thin air. Do you know what I mean? So how they can say that they haven't got the resources to solve actual crimes is obviously a lie, because they're all obviously just sitting around in the police station, because otherwise where have they come from? Just, you know, very disappointed in the police. Every time I see them, I get, you know, I have less and less respect for them. So, yeah, what a shit job they did. You know, the protest didn't end up like that, but unfortunately, a lot of teenagers did turn up like they did last time. There's not really a lot you can do about that. You can't stop them. You know, they do act like little shits. They do give us a bad name. And, you know, a lot of people that were there, you know, weren't up for that. They weren't lobbing things at the police and, You know, that was purely the teenagers. And they did let us down by doing that. But yeah, so that's the outcome of today. Nothing really happened except for the police overreacting yet again. See you later.